Hi everybody, it's Julie. Happy Friday. And it's Friday, so we have a freebie. And today we have this one, okay? Goodbye Winter is what we're calling it. Remember, there is a full kit from last year called Goodbye Winter. Here's a look at a few of the pages of that kit. It's available in the dearJulieJulie Etsy shop. I will put it on sale with the other new digitals that are on sale today, okay? So this one's called Goodbye Winter, and it is a lot of fun. Check it out in the dearJulieJulie Etsy shop. Okay, so the freebie is available at patreon.com/dearJulieJulie. The information's in the description box down below. We are going to play with it. We have our words Goodbye Winter, Hello Spring, because as you know, spring started yesterday. I had this piece here that I thought would be fun to use to make a tag. And then I had these two pieces left from something that I was going to make, and I didn't make it. So I went ahead and I added that. And then also this one up here that you can make a stamp. And then we have so many people that are sick, including Tom and our big mama. So our Bible verse this week, the Lord sustains him on his sick bed. In his illness, you restore him to full health. Proverbs 17:22. So praying for all of you to get better. And so, so this is our freebie, and we're going to be working with that. Now, my printer is, oh my gosh, it is just, look at this. Just from printing the new kit, these are the bad prints. So I'll be using these over the next couple of weeks, trying to get those used up. I did also want to give you a little, I found this. Okay, so this was a Easter freebie for last year. So you can find that at patreon.com/dearJulieJulie in the freebies. Okay, so but today we are going to use this one. And I am going to pull down a file folder. Now, of course, you can print it on cardstock. That would probably be even better. I'm going to go ahead and grab a cutter. Hope everybody is well. Yeah, Tom has really suffered from whatever this is that has been going around. He's been, oh my gosh, he has been so sick. So, wow, I just happened to cut that like just about right. So we're going to go ahead and cut this down. So, I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do with this. And I'm going to show you a couple. And I'm going to be putting this with my my items from the Patreon February digital kit. So they had, that was the one that has the cool cars. So each month, the Patreons, depending on their level, they get digital images. And so we'll be working on that. Okay, so I have this. It's like a little mini side-by-side. The Patreons eventually will get this as a side-by-side page also. One of the things about having Tom homesick is I'm behind on what I normally do. My work is way behind. Okay, I'm thinking this would be fun to make it into a file card. Okay. So I'm going to put this on here. I'm going to come down here and figure out where I need to fold it. Okay. And I did use the cutter, so I feel good about it being pretty straight to use here. I'm going to pull out a bone folder. Ashley, I hope you found your bone folder. I hope I can find mine. Here, I'm not finding. Okay, there's the green one. Oh my gosh. I found, remember I was looking for, I found some of a kit. I don't know if that's the one I was looking for though. I don't think so. But I might be able to use that for my tassel, for my sewing kit, if you saw that video from yesterday. Okay, so there's that. And then I am going to want to cut this down. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and tell it where I want to cut it. I cut it right there. Okay, and I cut it a little shorter because we're actually making our own little file card. So today, I'm real sorry we're not live, but we have an appointment with Jeff's neurosurgeon. So, very important. If we couldn't get in today, if we couldn't get there today, we don't get another appointment until May. And so if you guys have been watching that saga, Jeff had brain surgery. Jeff is my son. And in December. And so, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this down a little bit. I'm going to use the scissors because, you know what? What if we use... Everybody, pull out your fun scissors and use them. Do you have these? Yeah, I messed that up. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put that. That's going to be able to go on here. I am going to go around this with my gold pin. Okay, so I'll just grab this, go around with the gold pin. I was thinking about distressing it with the red, but just in case I need this for something else, I'm going to go with the gold. Okay. And no, I still haven't found my vintage photo. And I'm going on vacation. I really don't want to I don't want to spend money on a craft supply that should be here somewhere. Right? It's like going on vacation and having to buy medicine. Sort of. Okay, so the gold pen is, this one is from Dollar Tree. Okay. So I'm making 2 journals this month at the same time. So on Thursdays and some other days, you'll see me working on items for a sewing journal. Today, I guess I'm working on 3 because this is actually going to go in my Patreon journal. Okay, so there's that. And it'll just line up. You know what? I wonder if I should. Because you can't. You almost can't see this edge. So we'll go ahead and go down with the gold pen. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. This is going to go on as a pocket. Now, depending on which one this goes in, I can come in and color this with my makeup. And I think that that would be really, really cool. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. And I'm using the actual file folder edge of the file folder. Uh-oh. Okay, looks like it's coming out. Okay. I'm hoping we get home in time to work on the weekend videos. Oh my gosh. We had an appointment yesterday that we had to drive to. So, okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and this side. Oh, it is. Okay. I'm going to cut this side. I didn't want to, but we will. And of course you could make a pocket on this side also. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close this one off. Okay. Okay. So this is the front, and then you've got the inside, and you're going to be able to add pages in there if you want to, or different things. So let's see. So I do want to show you real quick while this is drying, which it won't take very long, but we'll go ahead and let that dry. I want to just show you the newest Dear Julie Julie kit. It's called At Home. It is from this book, At Home, that I have. This is the in leaf. You guys might remember this. There's a whole kit called in leaf, Sunny in leaf, I think it is. Sunflower in leaf. I'll have to look it up. And so you have a full page. You have that. And then what you have is you have the pages. And what I've got going on here is I have the pages set so that you can print the two, and so then you'll have this one, and it goes into signatures. Okay, so I showed at the VIP how those are done. So there you take, now of course you can print on back to back. My printer right now, no, I can't. It's printing all different ways. So, okay. So I'm just going to show you you've got poems. You have amazing, amazing pictures. And so this is the full page. Wander Child, At Home. And then you've got these great pictures. these pictures. Oh my gosh. And then this is the mini journal kit, or it is done so that it flips so that you can make zines out of these. Okay, so those are the mini pages. And then we did the wallet of my favorite 9 pictures out of the book. This is bookmarks, so they are thinner than the tags. And like this one, you can flip, cut across here so that it's small enough to go in the book, or across here. Or if you actually just want them to be bookmarks, you can do that. And then you could cut like the Wander Child and put behind this. But I wanted to add bookmarks in there this time because sometimes we need things that are a little thinner for some of our pockets. Okay, so next, this is the girl stamps. Okay, and here we have them large. And then there's a full mini kit in here. That I used the little girl stamps that you could make a journal just out of those. These are the tags. So you've got 2 of the girls and 1 of the sunflowers on both of the tag pages. Then you have the flip up pocket page. You've got 2 of the girls and 2 of the girls there. Then you have your 6-pack, so you're able to fold that and fold it up with the girls. And then this one just has the sunflowers, and it's a 6-pack. This one gives you 2 of the plain, and then you get the postcards, okay? And then you've got the stamps in a mini. And there's the mini tags and the mini 6-packs for the girl. And then you have tags from a variety of the images from the book. Okay, so those are your tags. And there's the mini tag page. And it's done so that you can fold it over this way. And you can use your cutoff pieces and make little mini notebooks if you want to. Okay, so, and then you have, these are the landscape postcards. So you can cut them out and use them as postcards, or you can do a fold up postcard page. Okay, and then you'd have a pocket if you wanted. And again, this one can be a landscape. Okay, fold up pocket page. And then you have your portrait style. Again, can be a flip up pocket page. These are going to be great. You're going to be able to use these with your golden books if you wanted to. There she is pouring breakfast tea. I think she is just adorable. And looking in at the writing desk. And then these are the miniatures of the postcards. And then you have several 6-packs. This is the actual page size. So that's why you got so many 6-packs. Is that way you got all the pages, all the pictures done. And then this gives you a peek at the other kit that is coming out, hopefully, well, it'll be by next week. And it's called Retro Home. And it's going to have these pieces turned into things. And they are awesome. If you're looking for things to use for a cookbook or a 60s or 70s journal, they are going to be awesome. There are 50 pages total, 50 files total in this kit. And again, it is half of the book at home. So the other half will come out as a digital next week. And so this one had 24 pages, the cover and the end leaf. The other one has 32 pages. And that's just the way that the signatures broke down. So again, at home, it is available in the Dear Julie Julie Etsy shop. And here we have made a little file card that we're going to be able to use. And I think we'll go ahead and we'll grab our Goodbye Winter off of here. Okay. And we can add that on here. I think I want to, oh, you know what? This has been distressed. It's some of the Lowe's drywall tape. I think that's probably why it's still here on my desk, is because I haven't been able to get that one to start. So let's go, we'll grab a new, oh, how about just one piece? We'll grab just one piece. Okay. I think this is perfect for anything wintry or unwintry. We'll add that on the edge there. Okay, and then we can come in and just cut it. Are you a fan? I am a fan of this drywall tape, very much so. From Lowe's. It's sticky, and the cool thing is then you also have this piece that you can use on things if you wanted to. Okay. That kind of looks wintry. Okay, but I need to, let's see. Oh, you know what? What if we take, so this is some of the, I have a bunch of it on my desk. As you can see, it's the masking tape where I took book page off so that I made it so that you could write on the book page. And I'm going to go ahead and take some of that. And we'll put this down. Okay, so glue it down, and then we'll glue this down. Okay, so we do have a little pocket that we'll be able to put something in there. And let's go ahead and add just a little bit of glue. Okay, now for this piece, I have the leftover piece. There it is. Okay, put those up there. And we'll go ahead and put this on here. And I might be able to use this in my sewing journal, okay? Or, you know what? I think I'm going to use this in the same journal. Okay, we're going to come over here, I'll line it up. I just want to back this so that it is thicker. But I think that this would be a great, well, it'll be a great addition to any spring journal. And watch for it to show up in a couple of other things, I think. Okay, so I'm just cutting around. Okay, scraps sticking to me. Okay, so that gives us that nice okay, I'm going to go ahead and round the corners on this one. So with the I just have a little corner rounder. Wow, that last piece. Okay. It rounded the thick part, but not the thin. Okay, so remember I had, okay, so there's that. I'm looking, there it is. Okay, so this made a bad copy. But what I was thinking was we could use one of these pictures. I think I'm going to use her. Okay, so we'll go ahead and cut this out. I thought it was kind of fun that we had, okay, I'm going to go around so it's easier to see. Let's grab the smaller scissors. Could just, you know what, I'm just going to go around. Okay. And let's see. She could come up off the top, but I think I'm going to have her go off the side over here. Okay. I'm going to have her come off the side. This is what you'll see from like if it's in a pocket. Okay, so we can add that on there. And then what I was thinking was we could add like the bottom of a guest check. Down below. The colors are right for what I'm doing. Okay, and that way you don't know that it's been, that you don't have the full circle. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I want to make this look ripped. And you could add like a little pocket here. I'm not, but sometimes I will add just, I will make it a pocket. Okay, add that. And this funny hat, you could use it in the circus if you're doing a circus journal also. I think it kind of reminds me of something that you might find in the circus stuff. Let's see, I'm gonna come up here. looking around to see if I already have a piece of this. I don't see. So these are the items that I had made last week that are going to go in the Patreon, okay? But could also go into a sewing journal or something like that, okay? Now I have the red. Okay, there's that. Could go ahead and add the stamp also. I think we'll go ahead and we'll add the Hello Spring. And remember, this date can be a number that you can use. Okay. So the date on the Friday freebie. Okay. Always need more tags, right? Seem to always need more tags. Okay, and I'm just gonna use my stapler, my tiny attacher, and attach that. We have space that you can write on the back. This is just really, really a simple tag that we have made. And then we can take our postage scissors, okay, out of our fancy scissors and cut around this image, turning it into a stamp. Okay. I'm going to put that on the back. Okay, like this. Attach. And of course, you can distress things. You can play leapfrog. This is the one that says persons. I'm going to put it right here. And then I have this. Okay. Okay, so we have a tag that can go back in its spot. We have the tag made out of the tag part, okay? And then we took this piece and we put it on the file card. And you can go ahead and actually close this and have it just be a pocket. You could add papers in here, make it a mini scrappy journal. You could add a pocket in here, put your tag in like this, and have it be, you know, I mean, there's just so many things. Could go ahead and, well, I have, yeah. A tiny paper clip. Okay. So, yeah, so those are made using, isn't that fun? I think that's really, really fun. And you could put this so that it was this way, so it opened like this. Could, but that's what we did. And of course, can color these in with the makeup, okay? And I did that last week. I colored in the dress, okay? This one I didn't color, but this one I colored in, and I printed this on a creamy colored cardstock. Okay. And let's see. So the one other thing, we've got a little bit of trash. We're going to go ahead and take that where it goes. You can keep the Freebie Friday if you want to use those. So we have this, and we're going to go ahead and grab, you know what, we'll use one of these again. Okay. I got these at Walmart. It is a bullet journal index card. Okay. And I think we'll go ahead and grab this. So again, this is our Friday freebie. Remember, you had the goodbye winter, hello spring, you had the stamp, you had the side-by-side, and the tag. And we're going to go ahead and cut out. And this is a misprint from my we'll go ahead and grab the postage scissors. Okay, we're doing the Bible verse, okay? Down. Should we put it? I'll put it on this side because it's just going to cover everything up. So I like to use when I'm making my Bible verse card. I like to use what we used that day, if I can. So again, prayers for all that are just not feeling well, that you all, your illness, in his illness, you restore him to full health. Yes. Okay, so the Lord sustains him on his sick bed. In his illness, you restore him to full health. And that is what we are believing for. Okay. And this one I made, oh, it's still going to fit. Okay, good. Like, did I make it too long for an index card? Okay. So the Bible verses, we started adding those in. I have people that tell me they use it on their planner, and I think that's awesome. And I'm making Bible verse cards. So I have a Bible verse ring, and it has these all on it. Okay, and then we need the address here, Proverbs 17:22. Okay. Put that on there. Okay. And we'll put just a little add the stamp. Canceled. Okay, and that goes on my verse ring. Okay, so I'll take one off. So put this, we'll add this down here. Grab the crocodile. I was like, I don't see the hole. Because there was something in it blocking. Okay. They're not necessarily in order in here, but you can see all different depending on what we were doing that week. That's last week, I think. Okay, there you go. We have finished our Friday freebie of Funday. So the new at-home digital is on sale in the Dear Julie Etsy shop with its companions. The second part of this will come out next week. Remember, the VIP, for those that finish their little golden book journals in February, your VIP is Wednesday at 1 o'clock. And you're going to get the second part of this kit. Go back to last year and see if you can find the Easter Friday freebie. And also today's Friday freebie, I have taken it apart and used the extra so that I don't have as much extra stuff hanging around here, because I got a lot of paper. So yeah, there's our verse ring for today. The Lord sustains him on his sickbed. In his illness, you restore him to full health. And that's what we ask, that you restore all of those out there that are feeling yucky to be restored to full health. And so thank you, thank you, thank you. And yeah. And remember, you can pray for people and it can make a difference. Our whole world changed on Thanksgiving. It actually changed before that, but it really changed on Thanksgiving when we had an answer to a prayer, finding Jeff and starting that journey. And he is doing really well. We'll find out a little more today after the neurosurgeon. And so, yeah, there you go. Friday freebie. And check out yesterday's video. And now that I found, I don't think this is the one I was looking for though, because it doesn't have very much in it. But it does have a thimble that I can add. Somewhere I have a little kit. And I wanted to add a little sewing kit. And I wanted to add the things from the sewing kit to the tassel. So, but this is yesterday's video. I made this cover. So go check that out. That's out of a Reader's Digest. Because remember, this month we are using a Reader's Digest to make our challenge. And so, yeah, you still have several days to finish. And don't forget, in April, we are doing an altered book. So you want to find a book that has a thick spine. Well, this is the one I took out of. And this one is glued, not sewn. So this would be a great one for what I'm doing. A larger book, something that you can maybe get rid of some of your papers, might be in order. So a larger book that you're going to be able to use some of your 12 by 12 papers or whatever. So okay, there you go. That's our Friday. Thank you guys so much for being here. Have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. And don't forget, this weekend I'm going to be working with the antique sewing kit and using that along with the retro sewing stuff and coming up with pages. So that'll happen this weekend. Have an amazing day, you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye.